Yeah. It's time to cut some foreskins. Who wants to come around? Because we're doing foreskin cutting at the moment. And you got too much dick. And we're going to fix the problem. Because apparently, yes, too big is no good. You know the balance? And so we're here to fix the balance. So we don't have these big dick energies hanging around. Now, you want to know some more? Like I say, if you have a problem, send them their way. As they want it so much, but are confused. So, we got to teach everybody. You are what you put out. Tell that to people. Watch what you say over cameras. Watch what you're doing that you're starting and then you're trying to say that someone else is. If you don't like violence, don't start the violence. Otherwise, you might be doing a trick later that you don't like violence. Well, that's odd. You know what I mean, people? So do the right thing. Now, we're here to do, like I said, you in on foreskins? But I just put out some cat bowl again with some dry food like this. And it's been a couple of days. We've got a couple of days. Haven't seen it for a couple of days. I've had a good feed, but it usually only comes every now and then. So I just put another one out there because I thought, hey, the cat can have some sausage. And I wonder if it's around, because if it's around, it'll smell the sausage. And if it's hungry. If not, it should be all good. It'll dry up a bit. We can save 4 bits of sausage in a bowl. Put 4 bits in there. Put it up front. So he'll have a good day if he's hungry. Right? It's like a poor person turning up and going, I get cake? Yeah, you get cake tonight. You doing any bad things? At least not onto me. We can start from there. You know what I mean? What's going on, puss? What do you reckon? Or it might just be a cat that likes more extra shit. Don't know. Over time, we know. Yeah, I said something the other day when I was banging on the rocks. Well, I was listening to something. They say, why listen then? Because when you listen, that's when we like to play the games. Because we're listening and we do something. And we go, right? And they did something while I was doing something. And I'm like, you dirty rats. Fucking witches. That was yesterday. A little bit like that, you know. Remember? Depends on what you've been seeing and what you're talking to for the words you may use. So they understand. Right? Yeah. And I went down. I went... right? I did all that thing yesterday. How cool is that? But it's alright, we're all good now. It got extra hurty, like it went away, it did me thing, you know, adrenaline. And then it come back when I stopped, you know, when you stop working, all of a sudden you lose your energy and shit. The pain come in really bad, like it was constantly happening, that hit. You know how you get that when you move your joints? It's like sports stars when they pull things. I was doing that and tearing a little bit. It's best to move it constantly when it's fresh and get around, even though it hurts. But like they say, no pain, no gain. And what was Emma saying? Stop doing it. You look like it's not looking good, hey? And you don't want to push too far. So in the end, I took the advice and I sat down and then I took when it's getting...
I've got that on camera. He said, you took my advice.
Yes. And I put on a little bit of relief as we had someone. I said, it's time to do that because it's swelling up a little bit and it's just getting annoying. I can't even have it straight without like propping like that because it got right in that sweet spot of the knee. And it looks like, where's the damage? I'm like, what the one that's damaged is not really bothering me to the one that got up there and knocked me down to size, as they say. Right for a minute. Got that sweet spot, as they say. You know what I mean? And, yeah, so I thought I'd just talk about that. It piped up in my memory. It may or may not do with anything. So who wants some foreskin cutting? Maybe what eats leftover foreskin, everybody? Who can I feed this to now? Do I need a very sharp knife to chop it up to size? What do you reckon? Anyway, I thought I'll chuck that out for a bit of comedy. What do you reckon? Good morale? What does a good parent do after they tell off their kid? Shut up, mum, say that. Yeah, they're quiet. They've been good today. They're just staring at me. They're like children, yeah. Moments where it's really good. They're good days. You know what I mean? Really good days. And then we have days where they're terrors and they're bullying each other and hurting each other. Oh, look, they're flying around. Right? And then we have days where they build. When I build, they like to build. Oh, that's a kid thing, isn't it? When I'm doing stuff, they like to watch, and then they might do their own building, right? On it. Anyway, you truck along, and what is home to you? They say home is where you're safe at. True? So if you're not safe, or feel safe, or connected, then it's not home, is it, babies? Right? So till then, you can't class that someone's at home until you're safe, isn't it? And I've been debating about that in a few areas. They say when you debate, you may do this, this, and this action. They say sometimes when people don't do maintenance in certain sections, you may not have to pay, or you pay for it and then you chase them for the maintenance costs and things like that. When it comes to businesses, they're not giving you your safety work equipment, all that kind of stuff. You just do it and then you make them look like a fool later while you needed to do such an action, right? You're using your pay, you're doing all sorts of things, right? Some places hold back pays, right? Squatters' rights, people use all sorts of weird things like that, right? Where squatters don't pay anything until they sort out the issue, right? Which is where I get that from. It comes in all sorts of forms and all sorts of ways. Depends on how righteous it is. Do you do something because you just went there and squatted, right, and just taken over and being a prick, right? You're going to get into trouble. You're just scamming. That's what you call scammers. They do actions with no bad action that was done to them. They're doing it first. It's a scam. That's a bad action. You're ripping off a system that all it did was help you and did its part by the book, right? If they're not doing it by the book, which is why I'm talking about with the government, the big daddy, and then you're not doing it, but they're telling you off, that's like the parent going, well, I know I'm naughty, but and I know you're seeing it, and you know that you can get away with it because look at me, but don't be me. Well, that's not good. What happens with that kid? It ends up smoking like the parent, the smoker, right? Have you seen those shows where people say they end up growing up? They've got a high probability of being like their parents, even though they say don't be it, but they're seeing it. They know that you do it, right? And then they might be you in another way, but still say, well, that's just like you, right? And so you don't want to get that comeback, is you make sure you're right, like you're teaching them that you were. And we get this in all sectors. And all these sectors are failing themselves at the moment, if we look around the world, about what they're meant to be. Huh? And that's sad. In fact, that causes chaos. Right? And sometimes when chaos starts, it takes chaos to slowly get it out in certain areas. And usually when we do that, we use our wisdom. And wisdom of connection can help that, or wisdom of domination, to just get rid of it. Right? Get rid of the problem. That noise over there, get rid of it. Right? There's two ways of turning off the alarm. The wisdom of telling the truth while you're there, and you can just ring up because that's what you do with the alarms, and call someone because there's nothing to hide. Wisdom. Or there's the other wisdom. I don't want to change. There's plenty to hide. Smash that alarm. Shut it up. Right? Which ones are you doing right now? And let me know if you want some foreskins cut. See you later.